After spending almost 2 amazing months here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, it's finally time to go over some of my best tips and tricks when you're staying here for either a vacation or as a digital nomad just like me. So in today's video we will actually be focusing on quite a few different topics like these. And as a digital nomad myself, you can also expect some different tips on those specific aspects as well. And by the way, stay tuned until the end as we'll be sharing all my expenses after living 1 month in Chiang Mai city. With that being said, let's head over to our very first subject of today's video. Kicking off with the location. Chiang Mai is a lovely city located in the northern part of Thailand. A city with nice weather, lovely people and so much culture. It's really an amazing place to visit. So how do you actually get in Chiang Mai? Well, that's super easy as Chiang Mai has its very own airport welcoming as well as international flights as domestic flights. And also the airport is located actually in the city itself, so it's very convenient to get from the airport to your apartment or hotel. Another popular way to get to Chiang Mai is with the night train of Bangkok. Keep in mind, due to its popularity, that you get your tickets early enough via websites like Want2Go Asia. When visiting Chiang Mai, you also might want to keep in mind the 3 seasons that the city has. We are talking about hot season, rainy season and cool season. Personally, I have experienced 2 seasons. The cool season that we're in right now in December, and yes, of course there are a big difference between the 3 seasons. However, I would definitely say if you really want to visit Chiang Mai, don't let it keep you back from the season. So although it might be important for your visit with different activities, I would not focus too much on it. Next up, accommodation. So Chiang Mai is a city with many different accommodation options with a lot of different price points, and the accommodation that you're choosing really depends on the reason that you're visiting Chiang Mai. So when you're here on vacation, I would highly suggest staying in Old Town as it is the booming center of Chiang Mai with all the temples that you might want to visit, all the cute restaurants and cafes. And I would stay at an hotel like maybe Lana House where we stayed at last year. And otherwise outside of the Old Town center you also have lots of accommodation options for example a longer stay. So personally during my 2-month stay here I stayed at 2 different apartments at 2 different locations. The first one was near Central Festival Mall. It was just a few minute walk to the mall, but it was very convenient and it was a really nice stay, although it was a bit outside of the center and you would definitely need some own transportation for that. However, besides that, it was really an amazing complex with a big swimming pool and lots of greenery. And right now, when I'm also filming this, I'm staying in the heart of Nomad, this popular trendy neighborhood in Chiang Mai. And I must say that this is definitely my favorite. We have a lovely apartment in hillside. From my balcony I have an overview of Maya Mall and also Doi Suthep. And this is just very convenient that you're in the heart of the bustling of Nomad area with lots of food options close by, lots of shops, and it's just very nice and excited to be here. And as I said, in the end of the video I will be going over my expenses as well for the accommodations. So after choosing an area that you're going to be staying in, you might want to consider your own transportation. Chiang Mai, when staying for example in Old Town, is a great city to explore by foot. However, if you're a bit outside of the city center like we were when we were staying at Central Festival, you might want to consider your own transportation like a scooter. And really a scooter is the perfect way to explore Chiang Mai itself, but also the outside area, because Chiang Mai is surrounded by so much pretty nature that you definitely want to check out. During our stay we rented a motorbike for 1 month just to begin with and to be safe with the time. And we have had so many amazing adventures just riding with the bike, exploring the mountains. We did some activities outside of Chiang Mai with the bike, and yeah, it really elevated our complete experience here in Chiang Mai. Although there is one important thing to keep in mind when renting a bike is one, that you have the right driver's license and of course that you are wearing your helmet. That way you and others stay safe when driving. And don't worry if you're not looking forward to drive yourself, because there are lots of other options like easily grabbing a taxi through the Grab app. Highly recommend that one as it's super easy and convenient, or easily hop inside of a tuk-tuk. And then it's time for the next category food. And let's be honest, this category is definitely one of the most fun ones, and luckily the Thai kitchen is to die for. If you are looking for some delicious street food, you are definitely at the right address. My tip, just walk around Chiang Mai and you will come across many food stalls offering fresh and delicious food. With prices going as low as $2 per dish, it can actually never go wrong, and most of the time it's truly delicious. Besides that, Chiang Mai also has a great dining scene, ranging from Japanese-inspired food to Western kitchens. Chiang Mai truly has some of my personal favorite restaurants, like going from delicious burgers to Korean barbecue. And by the way, when visiting Chiang Mai, don't forget to try out some delicious northern dishes, like the classic khao soi, made at a family restaurant that's probably doing it for ages already. And if you're looking for a quick and convenient way to get some food, I highly suggest, as it's one of my favorite options, to get some food at the food courts located in the malls like Central Festival or Maya Shopping Mall. Both of the malls have great food courts, and what's so amazing about it is that the food as well is truly amazing, and here as well the dishes, the prices go as low as starting from $2, and with the great taste and the great price is the perfect place for maybe even eat more times a week, something that we're doing as well. And this is actually not a tip only for Chiang Mai, because this was also something we did in Bangkok, and overall just the malls in Thailand have all great food options too, so it will definitely be worth checking out. And then it's time to one of my other favorite topics of today's video: activities. And you will definitely find some great things here in Chiang Mai, because the list is actually endless. So that's why in this part of the video I'll be going over some of my favorite activities that I did here in Chiang Mai, but believe me, there are many more. So however, if you want to learn more about Chiang Mai and activities in the meantime, I've created a free guide that you can easily download through the link in the description of this video. So starting off with one of the most impressive activities that we did here in Chiang Mai, and that was visiting Sri Lanka National Park. At Sri Lanka National Park, you can just hop on a boat, hike and explore the national park itself, as it's being one of the largest parks of whole Thailand. However, if you want to complete the experience even more, I would highly suggest staying at a floating resort. The vibe, the nature, the silence, and just the overall relaxation and the adventure is to die for. So what if you rented that bike and thought, let's explore on my own? As I said, surrounding Chiang Mai, there's lots of nature and fun things to do. So some of the things I would highly suggest checking out are experiences like visiting the sticky waterfalls, where you can climb the waterfall actually, and it's one of the only places in the world that you can do this. So definitely be prepared and bring your swimsuit with you. And if you're searching for something that's a little bit less adventurous, I would highly suggest checking out the Land of Angels. Is a beautiful park full with waterfalls and cute animals. And yes, it's the perfect place if you're looking to get some great pictures of your travels. Something that I really liked and that you cannot miss out on when visiting Chiang Mai is planning a visit of the temple on Doi Sitep. This famous temple is not only beautiful to see, this specific temple also holds a lot of history. So it's a perfect place if you want to learn more about Chiang Mai and the temple culture. Some of the other fun activities are just jumping on a scooter and go out and exploring. That's really one of the best feelings, and it's also the perfect thing if you're a digital nomad and want to take a break during your work hours to just go out and explore. And really, with Chiang Mai, you never know what you will stumble upon, just like we did when we were stumbling upon these amazing waterfalls. Or you can go out and go visiting an amazing botanical garden. And before we're heading over to our next subject already, here's a quick reminder that of some of these activities I also made a separate video on my channel, so you can easily check those out if you want to see more of them. As a digital nomad, there's something that I definitely don't want to miss out on when staying in a new place like Chiang Mai, and that is my gym session. So besides important aspects like an apartment, fun and food, staying fit is also high on the priority list. And luckily the city offers lots of different gym options or other workout options. Personally, I chose the gym in Maya Mall, as it is a big gym. It's a 5-minute walk for me from here in Niman area, and the opening hours are really convenient. So either way where you're staying, Chiang Mai offers lots of different gyms. So what about the culture in Chiang Mai. Well, I will be telling you about it as it's our next subject of the video. Chiang Mai is a city with lots of culture that you will definitely notice right away when arriving in the city. And did you know that Chiang Mai even has over 300 temples? Impressive, right? So yes, if you're a digital nomad and you're looking for a place to stay with lots of history, then Chiang Mai will be the perfect place for you. And besides temples, you will also find lots of different museums in Chiang Mai going over Thai history. And then something else that has a really long history here in Chiang Mai, the Sunday night market. This huge market is a must visit for anyone coming to Chiang Mai if you're here for a long or short stay. While visiting, check out the many different stalls with souvenirs, clothing, and of course, delicious food. We have come to the last category before going over to the expenses. So what are some good things actually to know when visiting Chiang Mai? So first up, you might need a visit for visiting Chiang Mai, Thailand. This is definitely something that you want to check out before. Personally, I get a 2-month visa on arrival, but check it out online so you don't come for any surprise. Overall, you will find very good and stable Wi-Fi in Chiang Mai, making it perfect for those who work or study online. Besides Wi-Fi, you might want to consider getting your own Thai SIM card, and these SIM cards can easily be contained at stores like 7-Eleven or Truphone, and you can find stores of those in places like Maya Mall. Truphone is also the provider that I personally use, and I really like it. It's just so convenient and you can get it everywhere. Chiang Mai has its own digital nomad community. Although I'm not actively partaking, you will easily find more information about that online. And last but not least, Thai people here in Chiang Mai and in general are some of the most kind-hearted and welcome people in the whole world due to my own experience. So you will probably feel right at home here in Chiang Mai. So with all that information, what does it actually cost me to be staying here in Chiang Mai for 1 month? So let's get over it. I have my expenses sheet here and let's get started. So first up, accommodation. So personally it cost me around $600 per month for the accommodation. However, it's a good thing to keep in mind that we're booking through Airbnb, so the cost will always be higher. You can definitely get some places for a lot cheaper, but it really depends on how long you're staying here in the city. Then next up, transportation. So as I said, we've decided to rent a motorbike for 1 month just at a local store here in Old Town. And for those costs, it was around $200 for renting the bike a whole month. And then up to food. So this really depends on what kind of food are you getting? Are you cooking yourself? Are you eating out? At which restaurants are you eating out? So this cost me around $350 per month. And this includes all the food costs. As I said, going to the supermarket, going out for dinner, going out at Western restaurants, but also just going out at the food courts. Like personally, we eat at the food court almost daily. And as I said, those dishes sometimes only cost $2. So that's really low. However, if you're going out to restaurants, for example, get a burger or pizza, those can go up to $10. But that's something to keep in mind, that it can be a lot lower still. It can go a lot higher. I would say at the highest, maybe around $800 per person. Could also go lower to $200, $300 per month. Next up are the costs for activities. This is a really rough number because there are actually lots of free activities in Chiang Mai, like going out to nature, the Sunday market, walking around the area. That's all free. Going out to parks, because Chiang Mai has so many beautiful parks as well. So I've set this on $75. You can also think of costs like the cinema. So tickets for the cinema is around $6 maybe. And then of course the food. But yeah, the activity cost really depends. If you're booking tours, yeah, those can go up to $20, $40. So then it will be a lot higher than 75. So yeah, this is something that you definitely just want to check out for yourself. Then something that I already said was really important for me personally is the gym membership, and this cost me $35 per month. And this gym membership also includes classes. So personally I'm following Zumba lessons, and they are also offering yoga or cycling or any other fun. And then last but not least, the SIM card cost, and that is around, for me, $15, as I already had the SIM card when coming back to Chiang Mai. If you need to get the SIM card as well, for example, at the airport or at 7-Eleven when arriving, it will be a bit higher. But overall, the costs for internet packages are really low. And with all those costs, I've come to the total of $1,270 per month. And I think it's such a great price if you're looking that you're staying in such an amazing city, so many great activities, all the food is delicious. I can't remember that I had any experience where I thought, oh, this food was not good. We're staying in an amazing apartment, transportation, everything that you could need. So yeah, regarding the cost, I would highly suggest visiting Chiang Mai as a digital nomad. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. I hope for any of those considering to visit Chiang Mai, if you're a digital nomad or just coming for a vacation, that this video has been useful with some of my own tips and tricks. However, of course, feel free to leave any further questions in the comment section down below and I will be happy to help you further. And there's something very excited coming up, as in the next video I will be taking you with me through a day in my life here in Chiang Mai city. And in that video you can expect different aspects that we've been talking about today, like going to the gym, working, but also visiting the Sunday night market, which is very exciting. So if you're curious to see more about that, I would definitely suggest to subscribe and follow along for more. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye.